Listen, I need you to make this personal. The question burning in front of you right now is simple. Why are you still standing still? You want to know what separates those who make it from those who don't? It's savage, relentless work ethic, the kind that makes people look at you sideways. You've got to be willing to outwork every single person who wants what you want. I'm looking at the calendar and it terrifies me, because here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Another year is coming whether you show up or not. You think you got time to figure it out. You think someday you'll be ready. Someday ain't a day of the week. The clock doesn't pause for your fear. It doesn't wait for you to feel motivated. Right now, today, this moment, it's evaporating while you're deciding if you're ready. I had a sign I used to stare at every single day during the hardest period of my life. It said one thing: the work wins. Not your excuses, not your potential, the work. The work wins. The work always wins. And here's what that means for you. You've got a functioning mind. You can make choices right now that change everything. You can study, you can plan, you can execute. In the next 12 months, you can transform your entire existence. You can build that financial security you dream about. You can become the person your family relies on. You can develop the strength you've always admired in others. Why not you? Because it's supposed to be hard. That's the part everyone forgets. The moment it gets difficult is the moment most people check out. But that's exactly when you need to lean in harder. That difficulty? That's not a stop sign. It's a filter. It's separating you from everyone who's not serious. The next 365 days are gonna pass anyway. The only question is, who will you be when they're gone? You want a miracle? Then understand this. Miracles don't fall from the sky. They're forged in the hours nobody sees, in the work nobody applauds, in the grind that makes your friends think you've lost your mind. There's no hack, no shortcut, no secret formula hidden in some course you haven't bought yet. The brutal truth is simple, and it will set you free. You have to outwork the world. Not match it, not keep up, outwork it. That means when everyone else clocks out, you're still going. When they're scrolling, you're studying. When they're comfortable, you're in the fire. This isn't about balance. This isn't about finding your flow state. This is about raw, unfiltered output that compounds over time until it becomes undeniable. You think the people at the top got there because they're special? Because they had advantages you don't have? Some did, most didn't. What they had was a willingness to sacrifice comfort for progress, to trade today's ease for tomorrow's freedom. The world doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't care about your potential. It only responds to your production. So produce. Outwork the doubt. Outwork the fear. Outwork everyone who's competing for the same dream. Because that's the only path to pulling off something extraordinary. Everything else is just noise. Here's what nobody tells you. The hardest opponent you'll ever face isn't out there. It's the person staring back at you in the mirror. The version of you from yesterday who wants to take it easy today, who whispers that you've done enough, who negotiates for rest you haven't earned. Every single morning you wake up to a battle, and the enemy knows all your weaknesses because the enemy is you. This isn't a one-time decision. You don't declare, "I'm going hard," and then coast. You have to choose it again and again and again. On the days you feel unstoppable, and especially on the days you feel broken, the fight never stops. The moment you think you can turn it off, you've already lost ground. I've seen people go absolutely nuclear for a month, transform their lives, then celebrate by returning to their old habits. They think effort is a switch. It's not. It's a lifestyle. It's waking up every day knowing that yesterday's you is trying to pull you backward, and today's you has to be stronger. You can't negotiate with weakness. You can't make deals with the part of you that wants comfort over growth. You have to dominate it. Put your foot on its throat and keep it there. Because here's the truth. The person you were yesterday will always be there, waiting for you to slip, waiting for you to rationalize, waiting for you to say just this once. Don't give them an inch. The constant fight is the price of transformation. Pay it every single day. When your mind is screaming at you to stop, when your body is begging for mercy, when every rational cell in your being says you've hit your limit, that's when you need a different weapon. Not more willpower, not more discipline. Curiosity. Ask yourself, what if I can? Not can I keep going? That's doubt disguised as a question. Ask, what if I actually push through this wall right now? What's on the other side? Your mind will tell you lies. It'll create elaborate stories about injury, about burnout, about how you need to be smart and pull back. But here's the truth. Your mind quits long before your body does. It's trying to protect you from discomfort, not danger. So get curious about the discomfort. What if this pain is just information? What if this exhaustion is just a threshold you've never crossed before? What if the version of you that exists 10 minutes from now, after you push through, is stronger than any version that's ever existed? I'm not talking about ignoring real injury. I'm talking about that moment when everything in you wants to quit and you ask, what if, instead of why me? What if you're capable of more than you've ever imagined? What if your broken mind and battered body are actually the proving ground for discovering who you really are? Use that curiosity like a crowbar. Pry open the ceiling you've built for yourself, because on the other side of what if is a person you've never met, a person who didn't quit when quitting made perfect sense. That person is waiting. Go find them. You want to know what a miracle actually looks like? It's not a lightning bolt. It's not some dramatic moment where everything changes overnight. It's February. It's one small decision that seems insignificant at the time. You add 10 minutes to your morning routine. You cut out one destructive habit. You read 5 pages instead of scrolling. You do one extra set. These aren't impressive. Nobody's going to applaud. Your Instagram followers won't notice. But by March, those 10 minutes have compounded. By June, you're a different person in ways you can't quite articulate yet. By September, people start asking what changed. And by December, you're unrecognizable. This is how transformation actually works. Not in explosive bursts of motivation that fade by Tuesday, in tiny, relentless adjustments that stack on top of each other until they create something undeniable. The problem is that most people quit in April. They make changes in February, don't see results by March, and abandon ship before the compound interest kicks in. They're looking for the miracle while they're building it, not realizing the miracle is in the building. Every single day you show up is a brick. One brick looks like nothing, but 300 bricks, that's a wall. That's a fortress. That's the financial security you dreamed about. That's the strength you couldn't imagine. Stop waiting for the big moment. Start stacking bricks, because the person you'll be in December is being built by what you do in February. Every rep, every decision, every time you choose discipline over comfort. Small changes, long timeline, inevitable transformation. That's the formula. Now, execute it. There's a moment that comes after months of the constant fight, after you've stacked enough bricks, after you've asked what if so many times that pushing through becomes automatic. A shift happens that changes everything. Hard stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling like proof. Most people spend their entire lives avoiding difficulty. They see hard and run the other direction. But you've been in the fire so long that you've developed a different relationship with it. When something gets difficult now, you don't flinch, you lean forward, because you've learned something most people never discover. Hard is the signal that you're winning. Easy doesn't build anything. Easy doesn't separate you from the crowd. Easy doesn't create the financial fortress or the powerful version of yourself you've been chasing. Hard does. This is the talent nobody talks about. Not the talent you're born with, the talent you forge. Grit isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you develop by repeatedly choosing the difficult path until difficulty becomes your competitive advantage. When everyone else sees an obstacle and turns around, you see an opportunity to pull ahead. When the work gets brutal and people start dropping out, you're just getting started because you've trained yourself to interpret hard differently than they do. They see a warning sign. You see a scoreboard showing you're in the lead. This is the final state. This is what happens when you refuse to quit long enough that quitting stops being an option. You become someone who doesn't just tolerate hard, you hunt it, you seek it out, because you know that's where the real separation happens. That's where you win.